the pause, and then just go.
See, I was trying to be like...
Welcome to Intelligence Modifier. My name's Theodore, and this is day 2 of RPG Day. And our question for the day is, as I re-pull it back up, sorry folks, what is the first thing you look for in an RPG? Let's start with Jonathan, our panelist to the left.
Well, I don't think direction really matters because we're just the voices in the room, but...
Wild gestures. Just wildly gesture. By the way, this is Clint talking now, since I'm just a voice in the darkness.
Yeah, everybody.
Who's in a coma? I'm in a coma. Okay, so what I really look for in an RPG is one that gives you a lot of ways to, like, interact with stuff. And I don't mean, like, just combat, although that's a big part, of course. But interacting with your teammates, whether they be good teammates, bad teammates, interacting with the world at large or other NPCs. And one of the games I really enjoyed for that is Eclipse Phase. You know, it's a lot of sci-fi, which I love. It's got a pretty interesting combat system, which they're simplifying in the new version, which I kind of approve of. And the way you interact with people is pretty interesting. And the whole shtick with the game, in case anyone doesn't know, is basically humanity figured out how to transfer brains between people, like consciousness, but also into machines. And, you know, you kind of deal with the whole host of problems that has when humanity's been driven off Earth. And, yeah, so that's really what I look for. And what do you look for, Clint?
I like options and flexibility. Like there to be a large amount of different things that you can do, so it gives you an infinite number of different things that you can make. Be them, I usually lean towards things that I can play as, because I play more than I GM, and the one that pops to me is Pathfinder. Granted, it's been around forever, so there's like, oh god, I don't even know. I want to say like 40 different classes that you can play as, and each one of those classes probably has like 3 to 4 archetypes each, and there's a ton of different versions of all that stuff, and you can just basically pick a character concept and you can probably make it to a sense, as long as it's more fantasy based. Of course, you can't, like, you know, build a space pirate in
I don't
Pathfinder
know.
unless it's Starfinder, but that's a different RPG. But yeah, that's kind of it. I like looking for an RPG that lets me kind of build a character that it's all flared out and fleshed out and is exactly what I want it to be. Chad?
So, what I look for in an RPG is usually setting and mechanics. Is the setting rich enough and deep enough that I could look at a pre-made adventure and go, cool, this is for if I don't have enough time to, like, actually sit down and write things up, which was my last 2 years pretty much. And then go, I've got the time, is there enough in this world to just build my own stuff off of? And then I also enjoy mechanics. Like, if the mechanics are well made, not clunky, you're able to, like, smoothly learn stuff. And my game is Adventures in Middle-earth, which is Cubicle 7's 5th edition campaign. They use the 5th edition D&D rules for their Middle-earth game One Ring. And they were able to translate a lot of the things that made the One Ring very unique, like a travel system, like a really unique travel system. So it's not just, hey, the GM's just going to be rolling like for like 3 encounters a day, to I got to make 2 rolls and you can run across Gandalf, because that might just be a roll. You come across a great hero, or if it's really bad, a great villain. Either way, your characters are going to be surprised. The players will be surprised.
The real surprise is when those 2 people sometimes end up being the same.
Pretty much. And it's Middle-earth, so the setting takes place like 11 years after The Hobbit. So you have this great rich time frame of there's stuff written about it, but it's not like drilled down what everyone knows, like the Lord of the Rings or everything like that. So it's a lot of fun that way.
Actually, Aragorn wouldn't have been in this town at this time, according to the tome text. Yeah, you don't have to deal with those dickheads.
No, you still have to. But then again, those characters also, because of the area, that's actually where he is, too. That's kind of great. Like, one of the heroes you could actually meet is Elrond's sons, because they're up in that area where you're playing, which is the region around Lake Town. Yeah, anyway.
You wanna
close this out and
let us go home.
Let's go home.
Let us go home.
Release us from our voice only bondage. So yeah, this is Intelligence Modifier. This was day 2 of RPG Day. We'll see you on day 3 for the next question. Cheerio, folks.